this Tainted Grail playthrough. Just lower the sound a bit. Okay, that should be better. So welcome to this Tainted Grail Conquest playthrough. I've never played this before, so we'll see what it has to offer. But yeah, let's head right in. Tainted Grail Conquest is a roguelite game. This means that it will be infinitely replayable. Your journey will consist of short runs, and each run will be different adventure. You will encounter different patterns of enemies, characters and locations each time you play. And the more you play, the more content you will unlock. After winning or losing, you will start over. But don't worry, certain aspects of your progression will be saved throughout all of your runs.
King Arthur promised us safety on these shores. Instead, we found stormy seas, rocks like shark teeth, and treacherous mists. Those few who managed to land will be set by hunger, cold, and nightmares born of weirdness. My people settled around a gnarled old statue. Though we did not understand its origin or purpose, the enemy seemed to avoid it. That was good enough. For a time. In the end, the winds of weirdness only grew stronger, and the statue failed to protect the settlement. There was fear, despair, and then nothingness, as reality melted around us.
You awake to nothingness. All you can sense is darkness. A dense mass of emptiness so total that even your thoughts disintegrate. Then you hear whistling. An eternity seems to pass before something materializes in the darkness with you. Something angry.
Damn it, you weren't supposed to land here. Damn it all to hell.
The creature pauses for a moment, clearly weighing up some options. He taps a finger against one of his horns.
Now, listen, there's a lot to do and no time to waste. What can we try?
Who are you?
Perfect. You can speak, and yes, these are really great questions. No easy answers, though. Sorry to disappoint. Now, listen closely. Are you ready? Brace yourself, because what I'm going to tell you is rather important. You're gone. Your village is gone. Everything you've ever known is gone. Yes, everything and every one, including your very own self, as I mentioned already. However,
The creature taps two hooves together, marking a dramatic pause.
there is a small chance, an infinitesimally tiny chance, really, to bring it all back. You were saved from death in order to keep your reality from falling apart. But, well, it's not going to be easy. First, we must ensure that you're in good enough condition to actually do anything. Which brings us to the problematic part, your body.
You squint down at your feet and hands in the darkness. They seem perfectly fine.
Oh no. Oh, goodness me, no. That's just an illusion. I had to get you here somehow, didn't I? Otherwise you'd start talking about the afterlife and whatnot. And this, my friend, is not an afterlife. This is a total mess. But let's see what we can do. Here, this little trick should get us started at least.
Lots of classes. Weird Hunters focus on dealing as much damage as possible using quick strikes and powerful blows. Faction Children of Morrigan. Base HP 100, base damage 8 to 12. Ultimate ability. Weird Hunters call upon a beast of the weirdness to deal massive amount of damage to an enemy, depending on the number of charges they spend. They charge their ultimate ability by landing hits on enemies. Battle skill. Each hit you deal leaves a hunter's mark. 4 hunter's mark make enemies vulnerable.
Well, it seems your soul isn't strong enough to be picky about its vessel yet. Don't worry, you'll grow. Now, we need to see whether my little trick actually worked.
The goat weaves his fingers in an intricate series of gestures. With a final flourish, he conjures a terrifying creature into the emptiness.
Aha, here we go. This is a powerful Avalonian warlock. But don't worry, he's not really here. Not in the truest sense. Your goal here is simple. Fight. Show me that you've got what it takes.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like Slay the Spire pretty much, but like Camelot setting stuff, so it should probably be good. The enemy buffed his armor by 10. This means your attack will deal 10% less damage. Make sure to check out all the icons which appear here for important information about combat encounter. Oh, okay, up there I can see. So he deals 2 times 20 damage, so I need to like block twice to not take damage. Negative armor. This is a negative 20 now. Sorry, I had some company at the door. One sec, be right back. defeat.
Well, I should have seen that coming. It was optimistic of me to expect you to beat it on your first
I
try.
fucking almost had him.
But don't worry. Like I said, you'll grow. I'm going to send you to a very special place now. It's a mirror of your reality, located in an endless loop between life and death. You won't die there, but nothing's really alive there either. You'll wake up in a place resembling your own village. You'll find a man there whose task it is to help you on your journey. Your main objective for now will be to push onwards, survive, kill the 4 Guardians. Then we'll talk.
Wait, what happened to my world?
Listen, it's been 4 years since humans landed on these shores. 4 years of strife, fear, and hunger. At least that's what you tell yourselves. And 4 years of war you were destined to lose, because even the mightiest human wizards are no match for the Avalonians.
Seeing your expression, it makes an impatient grimace, stepping from one foot to the other.
The war you brought here? Well, it wasn't exactly going in your favor. But then that wizard, Merlin? Well, he had an idea. Your king, Arthur, he had another brilliant idea. Both stubborn mules, both playing with powers they didn't understand and were never meant to understand.
The creature rolls his eyes.
And so we're here, in this corrupted reality, strung together with the last strand of somebody's goodwill.
Let's go.
Where your hometown once was, a lone man sits among the remains. He doesn't notice you. Only when you walk right up to him, he turns his blank stare toward you.
It's not my farmhold, is it? I'm from up north, the land of fog. I don't know what happened.
At least that's one thing you have in common.
A creature that looked like a goat told me I'd wake up in a strange place, and that I'd find someone in need of my help there.
The man looks at you for a moment.
I've already made some preparations and settled in one of the tents here. I can't offer you much at the moment, though. This place is different. But you? I've seen an enormous creature out there. A golem of stone. The evil energy it emits is beyond anything I've ever felt. I'd say getting rid of that beast would be a good start.
Right now, this building is an abandoned ruin. However, during your travels, you might find someone who'd be willing to settle in here and help you with your quest. Right now, this...
Is this like
Good.
open world
I
things?
caught you
a bit
before you
like-
went out, all on your lonesome. Our mutual friend already told you to slay the stone golem. Perfect. The golem is just a start, though. Even if you do manage to kill it, the further you go, the more dangerous the road will become. And since we're talking roads, you're walking within the weirdness now, and it's dangerous. Take these candles, light them up, and try not to let this damned fog close around you. Got it? Oh, and before you face the golem, look around the area. There's a blacksmith nearby who might be willing to join your village. Finding people like him will be crucial for your survival. Each one will be helpful in a different way. And with that, I'm out. Good luck.
Fake graphics is so weird. Pick a new puzzle skill. Let's go some Tainted.
It's a mystery why these stones light up and banish the weirdness when people walk by. Many believe Merlin himself invented the runes carved into them. There's also a darker rumor that they were left by the Foredwellers to lure humans into their domain, like moths to the flame. As the flickering light of the weird candle combines with the milestone's faint radiance, the surrounding darkness is pushed even further back. Mother's shrines were a common sight across Avalon. Despite their grim existence, settlers were grateful to the goddess, and they had good reason to be. For the shrine has faint traces of power lingering in the air. A priestess materializes out of the weirdness and asks what it is that you're looking for.
Ask for a blessing.
The priestess gazes at you with a blank stare. You realize that, despite her phantasmal appearance, the payment for her services must be very real indeed.
Okay, roll the shrine.
As you try to force the priestess to comply with your will, she begins to speak. Her incomprehensible words sound like slime dripping through dried reeds. As you struggle to understand her, she disappears into the weirdness.
Hey Björn, it's Tainted, Grail, Conquest. It's like a card battler with some sort of map you go around on. Do you know what Slay the Spire is? Because it's basically that, but you have like a 3D world you go in instead of like just having a map that you walk around on. Or that's what it seems like.
Wandering around, you notice that the plants on the ground around you are more like muscle tissue than typical vegetation. Then you notice an old man smiling at you in a disturbingly friendly manner. He's sitting near an enormous pool of blood and stacks of fancy bouquets made of body parts. Hands, hearts, testicles, arms, all held together by an unknown power, form the shape of a sunflower. Your horrified eyes pass over baubles made of kidneys and macabre flowers tied neatly with intestine ribbons.
Come, don't be afraid. I suppose some might consider my shop rather extravagant, but trust me, you won't find anything quite like my bouquets in these woods.
Oh yeah, it's a roguelike game, but yeah, very Slay the Spire inspired, but it's like Camelot story with King Arthur and Merlin and yeah, gruesome death and shit. The dark side of Camelot, not svärdet i stenen.
So, what do you have for me today?
He notices a question forming on your lips.
Oh, pity. I thought you came here with my delivery. Well, that's an inconvenience. Anyway, you can still take a look at my wares. A splendid choice. I guarantee you won't regret it. These were preserved with care and the expertise of my years of experience, so they should last for quite a while.
The man's joy quickly turns to sadness. With teary eyes, he continues,
Yes, this bouquet would have been a perfect gift for a special lady, one that's dear to your heart, if only.
That's why he suddenly became so sad.
He sobs for a while. Then, with a shaky voice, he explains,
Bouquets have a purpose. They were invented for a reason. But that purpose has disappeared from this world. Nobody needs them anymore. Everyone says there are more important matters at hand. We just don't live in the right times for vanity and joy. And that's what bouquets are all about, right?
He tries to collect himself.
But I won't give up. I need to believe that all is not lost. And I do have a favor to ask of you.
Hey Oscar, so you've played this before then? Yeah, I am, but I'm not gonna read while the story is going, you fuck. Silly old fuck.
There is a lady out there, the fairest maiden of them all. I've only seen her once, true, but I know that she's the one for me. There's no doubt in my mind. Her presence by my side is all I dream about. Her beauty is all I can see. Please, I beg you, take the bouquet. When you meet her, the love of my life, she's bound to notice that it was made especially for her. Let her know that there's someone in this world who won't ever stop dreaming about her.
Yeah, I mean, so far it's okay. The open world thing is very laggy. And I had to like restart the game like 3 or 4 times to even get past the fucking initial EULA thing. I mean, it's an indie game, so yeah. I mean, indie games are always a little bit buggy and shit, but yeah. And it's way more graphical than Slay the Spire, that's for sure. And I mean, I've been wanting to play this for a while, but I've been putting it off since I've been playing the other game. How nice, how nice. Yeah, maybe that was the problem then. Maybe that was why I had to like restart it 5 times before it fucking worked. I gained armor. Why didn't the armor protect me? That was weird. Yeah, I know block takes away a full hit, but armor, doesn't that reduce damage you take? So if I have like 50 armor, I should protect like 50 damage in a turn. Yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever. I'm building like tanky, but yeah, I'll have to look into it next time to get the armor card.
The local hunters call this ancient skull the Stag Father and lay charms and offerings around it. The legends say the Stag Father takes the dreamers away to join him on a great hunt.
Yeah, I guess not. It wasn't Lost Ark, so he's not here chatting with me. Okay, let's see. Armor reduces or increases damage dealt or received. Yeah, so if I pop a trap here, I should like not take damage. Now I have 75 armor. Yeah, I think I didn't take any damage there. I mean, if you like Slay the Spire, then this should be, yeah, just something similar. That's what it feels like, at least. Just like Slay the Spire, but like cooler setting, a lot cooler setting. Oh look, there is a Bjorn. It's a roguelike, pretty much like Slay the Spire, but Camelot setting. So the darker setting, not so svärdet i stenen, but like dark Camelot. Both Xbox and PC. I think it's made for PC and ported to Xbox. That's what it feels like, at least. I was gonna play Crusader Kings, but that's not installable on Xbox for some fucking reasons. I'll have to download it on Xbox or Game Pass on PC and play it from there. But we'll do a couple of classes in this, I'm thinking. Oh, you've played Crusader Kings? It's the Crusader Kings 3 that came out on Game Pass just now. I've been wanting to play it, but I've been stuck in Lost Ark. It's some sort of strategy game. Probably right up your alley, Oscar. Check it out, it's on Game Pass, but it's only streamable on the Xbox. You have to download it on PC if you want to be able to stream it, I guess. Yeah, I don't know why it is like, but yeah, it is for some reason.
A song breaks through the slithering of the weirdness.
I have no hope, no home, no gold. Mine is but misty morning cold.
Not long afterwards, you come upon a man wearing a blacksmith's apron.
Oi, traveller. Want to buy a good anvil? 'Tis all I have, I'm afraid. Me home, you see, went poof. 1 minute there, next minute gone. I found myself here, with this lump of iron for company. I swear to gods it started talking to me not long ago.
So what do? Craft weapon and armor?
Oh, no. I left that life behind quite a while ago. All I'm interested in these days are rune stones.
Yeah, definitely. I already know all I need to know about them.
Yes, containers for the magic of
Oh
joints.
no, never mind.
Even though you'll usually find them broken, they're extremely powerful. You can use them to enhance your weapons or armor. They will influence your abilities in different ways. Also, when you find 3 of the same kind and rarity, you'll be able to fuse them together. This will make them even more powerful. Here, let me give you some. You can try it later. I'd say that since you know what you're looking for, you should be able to find more of them out there. By the way...
What else can you do with these runestones? I could use someone like you in my village.
You want me in your village? Well, you must first prove you can take care of yourself. Kill 10 bears and...
Fuck you.
Just fooling, for pity's sake. What would I need 10 bears for? Show me the way.
What a rip on WoW. I really don't know how the fucking armor system works, because I have like 75 armor and I still took damage from them, so I don't fucking know. Maybe it's like 75% reduction or something then. I don't fucking know. He's dead!
Within the darkness, you hear a familiar voice.
Finally, now we can start the cycle of proper rebirth.
A different voice appears out of nowhere, and its owner is nowhere to be seen.
Be gone.
It is calm. Inhumanly calm.
Can I invite you to the table?
You see a hooded figure waiting for you by the table. A chessboard sits upon it, the game in progress. As you take the free chair, you realize the creature has no face. A white skull leers from the shadows of the hood, a human skeleton draped with robes.
I admit, I'm not used to showing up in person whenever people die. That's too much hassle, with adjusting my presence to your current imaginations and whatnot. But let's say that your case is special.
Your death?
Yes. And yes to that other question, too. You're technically dead, but there are certain things that prevent you from, let's say, being properly gone. Recent events had consequences going beyond the intentions that sparked them. And now we're stuck in this unfortunate predicament because time, as you know it, is irreversibly corrupted.
Recent events?
One king commanded a great army in order to conquer an island. Another king pushed back with an army of his own. One wizard wanted to beat back powers he didn't understand. And the creatures of this island fought against them, using magic that wasn't meant to be used.
You realize the pieces have reached a stalemate.
Time got corrupted.
The past and the future are happening at the same time. All that you see is an echo of things that already happened or eventually will. Presented without inherent sense, without purpose, without any logic.
You see 4 figures on the board changing shapes into forms of beasts, and a moment later, they dissolve into dust.
You must slay the Guardians and keep slaying them until you reach the source, conjuring them out of the weirdness. Their deaths will make you stronger. This will lead you to your destination.
Each run can be lost, but part of the accumulated power is transformed into new possibilities for the upcoming run. Rewards unlocked. These cards and passes will be available over the course of your runs. Cosmetic items are added to your wardrobe, accessible via the seamstress. Game progress. These are your major objectives in the game, things you need to accomplish in order to unlock the ending. Villagers recruited, 2 out of 7. Find a true boss fight. Save souls saved from corruption, 0-30. Pick a blessing for your next run. Let's take 2 healing pots then, and let's not rob the shrine so I can't heal. I love the art style of this. Let's do one more run and then it's dinner time, I think. Unless we get die fast.
As you approach the blacksmith, you hear him angrily mumbling to his anvil.
I swear on my name. One day he'll pay.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Not at this point. Now I'm here, and happy. It's just an old habit of mine.
His eyes say otherwise. Something is clearly on his mind.
It really doesn't matter. What matters is that you've invited me to your village, and I can now hammer away in peace and safety.
Wonder what fucking currency that is. How the hell do you equip that shit then? I mean, I bought the rune from the blacksmith, but where's like an equip menu? It says if I equip it in my weapon, I will do 2 more damage. I mean, I don't get that seriously. I used an item to reduce my opponent's damage by 100%, and he still did 9 damage to me. Like, what? Is that just a bug or whatever? What the fuck? If the cards don't act like they should, then there's gonna be an issue.
As the flicker. He holds one weapon in his hand and has one weapon on his back. This strikes you as a bit excessive, unless he's a traveling weaponsmith. The blood covering his leather jerkin is not his own. It seems he can take care of himself.
Before you get any stupid ideas, I used to be a master-at-arms at Halfway. Trained many young warriors there. If you've gold to spare, I could teach you a thing or two.
The fact that I can't see the fucking... Oh, okay, I can. Damn. I can spin it. this guy fucking suck.
You found what was protected by this beast, a stash of gold and jewelry. When you filled your pockets up to the brim with gold, 3 ethereal chests materialize in front of you. Bringing your hand towards one of them causes the others to shimmer and blur.
Wonder if that's permanent upgrades.
This ancient, thick-walled broch now serves as a private prison. You may try to break the prisoner free, but you never know who that might be. A follower who will strengthen your village, an ingrate who will simply run away, or maybe a criminal who will attack you out of sheer spite for everything living. A follower who will strengthen your village.
Yes, we got RNG'd. Hell, give me someone useful. I mean, good XP since I don't take any damage, but wonder if it's like, yeah, okay, now I'm only finding bad guys. Okay, one more time.
Thank you for taking me out. Do you know of any place where I might go? Find shelter. I promise I can be of use. I trained people in martial arts for years.
You might join me in my village.
Then I'll meet you in your village.
He thanks you sincerely and starts walking, but he collapses as soon as he takes his first step out of his cell. The instant he touches the ground, he dissipates into a cloud of weirdness. The shrine has faint traces of power lingering in the air. The priestess gazes at you. She carefully counts the coins you gave her. Only then does she whisper a spell. He's just a lost soul, wandering between clouds of weirdness with a fading weird candle in his hand. His eyes light up when he sees you. You notice that he is not actually looking at you. He's looking at your candle.
Thank gods! Mine's almost out. Do you have more? Please, if you don't help me, I'm done for.
What are you looking for?
I have to find them. They're somewhere. I know it. I can feel it. And I need to be there. To be by their side, now.
Refuse. I don't have any worm candles.
He's so shocked he can barely speak.
But I have to find them. Don't you understand? I promised them I'd come back. It can't end like this. You have to help me.
Can't give you what I don't have.
You hear someone screaming nearby.
Godless healing! Godless healing!
Intrigued, you approach the source of the sound. It turns out to be a joyful man advertising his merchandise to the nearest trees.
Who said you need an all-mother or a stag father to have a blessing of health? Let's not dwell on them anymore. It's all about potions and elixirs and other trinkets infused with proper...
His monologue goes on. You can see tiny horns growing from his skull. His mind clearly isn't quite right either. Maybe disrespecting the gods wasn't such a great idea after all. The old man is hard at work on a new design. His disturbing smile seems permanently glued to his face.
Anything I can offer you today?
As you walk carefully in the woods, a quick, lithe creature runs towards you. It takes you a moment to realize it's a human. He brandishes a short wooden stick, screaming and shouting in despair.
My children! I've seen what you've done to my children!
Children?
Barbarian! Sacrilegious scum! You shouldn't have done that! What will I do without them?
You watch him, confused. He looks malnourished, as if he's had nothing to eat since he entered the weirdness, and you're sure that was a long, long time ago.
I failed them. I couldn't protect them. I'm not worthy of it anymore.
Turns out the stick he tried to beat you with was an instrument, a flute. He sniffles. The flute is a strange one. Mysterious markings and blood cover its surface.
Take it! It's your duty now!
Why would I need a weird flute?
He plays a simple melody. Suddenly rats swarm all over you. You've seen enough of them already to know how this will end.
Kill him before he summons more rats. Something tells me it's kind of gonna be over here. Yeah, okay. Don't fuck around with the Pied Piper. Or the Pied Piper, or whatever the fuck it's called. These course and passages will be available over the course of your next round. Okay, Wrath of Tyrants. At the start of each turn, increase the damage by 5% until the end of combat. As long as you're playing only attack cards, gain 1 more energy each turn. Class Summoner. Okay, this is gonna be it for now, but thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.